All right, so we're going to try to make a perfect star with this program. So let's see what we can do by making a perfect star. Okay, so we're going to go back to Gravit, and let me show you how to do this. So we're going to go to the pen tool, and we're going to click, 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 and you can see with all my clicking that I can make a lot of really nice straight lines with this tool. Okay, so it's not even halfway decent, but it's a start. I'm going to move it down to the bottom of the page here because I'm going to do the next thing, which is I'm supposed to draw a perfect S, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to this thing. So you can draw straight lines with the pen tool, but what it's really good at is making Bezier curves. When I first looked at that, I thought it was a Bezier curve. Let's draw a Bezier curve. But then there's a French person, and they said, "Oh no, it's a Bezier curve. It's a Bezier curve." So we're going to draw a Bezier curve. Okay, so a Bezier curve is in a vector program, and it has some things. It has an anchor point. It has a direction line, and then it has the handle, and you can use that to control it. And so how far you drag the handle determines how strong the curve is. So if I were to grab that handle and I would drag it further, it would make this curve way more bold than it was before. So, and whenever you're using the pen tool, you always look forward, not backward, just like life. So the pen tool is just like life. You never dwell on the past. You always look forward. What do I mean? Like if I mess up on this part, you don't try to fix it. You just keep moving ahead, and then you come back later and fix it. Otherwise, it's crazy. It's like throwing a rock. Like the harder you throw the rock up in the air, the bigger the curves can be. It doesn't make any sense until I show you. So I better just show you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this tool, okay, and we're going to start by drawing the pen tool. So now with the pen tool, we're going to draw an S. So I'm going to click and I'm going to drag straight up, and then I'm going to click and drag. Now look, see how I can make it more powerful or less powerful depending on how I go. So I'm going to click and drag, and then see how it shows you how it lines up. So I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to click and drag, and then I'm going to line this one up, and I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to line the next one up, and I'm going to click and drag, and then line it up, click and drag, and then I'm going to finish, line it up, and click and drag. And now when I'm done, I think my S is as bad as my star. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on the pointer tool to be done. Now, one of the things you can see is like, well, that doesn't look like an S because it's all filled with color. So what I can do is I can come over here to my fill color and I can say, let's turn off the fill color. And I can come to my border or my stroke color, and I'm going to make this a 10 with stroke 10. Hit enter. Actually, I'm going to make it 18. Okay, and then, oh no, we've got the dreaded butt cap again. Let's get rid of the butt cap. So we're going to click on the advanced tools, and we're going to make it a round cap. Okay, and then I'm going to click off to be done. So remember I told you that you always look forward, not backwards. You can always come back and edit these curves. All right, so the way that you can fix this is you can go to the selection tool or the pointer tool, and you're going to hit the sub select tool. And so you can click on this thing and you can drag it down or drag it out, and you can increase this. You can take that handle and you can increase the strength of that curve. Okay, so if I were to mess around with this, I'd probably move this up a little bit. I'd probably end up moving this out a little bit. Anyway, you could play around with it and get a perfect thing. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is to try to draw a perfect circle. So we're going to click off of this thing, and so we're going to come up here. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can do it. Move my face out of the way. All right, so we're going to try to draw a perfect circle. So you're going to click and you're going to drag. You want to go pretty well straight. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. And then the key to this one is going to be to come back and edit it. So you're going to have to go to the sub select tool, and you're going to